Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, Shannon Sharpe wants to apologize. He said he loves Lamar. I've always loved the Lamar. Everything I think about is Lamar. Best QB in the thing is Lamar. Yo, it's funny how the tide has turned. Oh! And don't act like we forgot everything that you've been saying. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play a clip that he was saying on here, defending, right? After he was showering Lamar with such high levels of adulation. Look how he defends himself from what he used to say and what he has said, I don't know, 2 days ago about Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. So sit back, relax, and let's break this thing apart. All right? Here we go.
I heard you don't like Lamar. That's what the internet told me. They told me you're racist. They told me that you think Lamar Jackson not good at football, Unc. You a believer after last night? You a believer?
Yeah, Lamar was great last night. 252 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no turnover, another 45 yards rushing. He had his MVP moment last night on 3rd and 16. He gains 30 yards, gets him in field goal range. He was sensational. But he said something very interesting. He said, I remember in 2019, we won games just like this, only to fall short come playoff time. So nothing else really matters. We're going to take it one practice at a time, right, one game at a time, one day at a time. Because at the end of the day, nothing else matters. He's going to have to finish this because he wants to be thought of as one of the historically great players. And what they normally do is that they win an MVP and they win a Super Bowl. Can you imagine the elite class that he's going to be in with 2 MVPs and a Super Bowl?
Hold up. Remember what I was trying to tell y'all before. Y'all have to understand. You see, it changes the whole narratives. Forget 1 MVP and just a Super Bowl. 2 MVPs in a Super Bowl puts him in such rarity. You have to understand it's not done often. But we continue.
There's not a whole lot of guys. There are a lot of guys that won Super Bowl MVPs because, that's one game. But the MVP of the regular season, that means over 17 games. And to have 2 of those on his resume, get to the Super Bowl, win that, 2 regular season MVPs, a Super Bowl, that would put him in some of the elitists of company. And so, look, what he did last night, he put everybody on notice. Not just the AFC, he put the NFL on notice.
We already knew!
He did what Zay Flowers did. Kicked the door in, stole all the gifts, and got up out of town. Great. So that's what Lamar did last night. They absolutely can make a Super Bowl run.
Hey, Unc, why do they think you hate Lamar, Unc? What's that all about? Why does everybody think that?
Because they don't want, listen, I happen to be black, and they don't like when you offer critique of their black quarterbacks because what they tell me, there's so few of them. But I say at my job, I cannot differentiate. I critique and analyze players. Not the color of the player, the play of the players. So when Lamar plays good, I'm going to say Lamar played good. He played well. When he says bad, I'm going to critique that also. Be it Lamar, be it Dak, be it Justin Fields, it does not matter. My job, and they say, well, Shannon, you played for the Ravens. I did. And when I played for the Ravens, I played my ass off. Played for the Broncos, too. Played my ass off. Now I'm an analyst. I hope that clears everything up.
Let me be real with you before I go any further. Double slap! To bring race into it that far to believe, that's why people, if we're gonna go there, we go there, right? To go there to say, oh, they don't like him because I'm critiquing black players and black guys shouldn't critique black players. It's funny that he said that, right? I'm gonna read something off to y'all. And look, we touch on this stuff on the Wunderkind Show. We're going to be real. We're all, you know what I'm saying? It's all love. But we got to touch on some of this stuff. So check this out, right? Because I want to make sure y'all understand where I'm coming from with what I say and what I do, right? After what he said, there was somebody named Sosa, right? Now, I know him. He's an amazing guy that does a lot of posts and he does a lot of betting, right? He has betting, Sosa bets and stuff like that, and he does a great job of doing it. But he said something very profound, and it's funny that Shannon Sharpe said what he said. I'm going to read what he wrote. He said, Lamar Jackson has the hardest job in professional sports, proving white America wrong. Now, on its face, that could come off sounding very like, wow. So you're saying only white people dislike Lamar Jackson? No, I'm taking this far, right? So you already know that during the combine when he was coming out, what type of things were being said about him? Was he intelligent enough? Could he play? What role was his mother playing? All these type of things. Could they understand his lingo in a huddle? Right? So we know who said those things. But those narratives have been perpetuated by the black men on national television. If you want to know a couple names, Shannon Sharpe, Stephen A. Smith, Acho, just to name a few. And they've done it with a smile on their face. They've questioned his ability to throw the ball. They've at times questioned his knowledge of the game, knowledge of the playbook, knowledge of his position. They've done all those things. So even if the first narrative was made by someone of a lighter hue, it's within itself, it is being and living through these black analysts who give it life every single time that they talk. That's why I laughed that he brought up race in this. Like, you gotta go that low? Seriously? Like, you think the reason why we tell you hate Lamar is because of race? No! It's because you grade him super hard. Pause. You grade him on a scale that doesn't make sense. You have out of your mouth and said he's not one of the best quarterbacks in the league. You said you take 5, 6, 7, 8 quarterbacks over Lamar Jackson, but you grade him harder than every single one that you take over him. You grade him harder than all the ones that you say are better than him. And you give him no excuses. If his, bruh, this is the same man that questioned him, and Stephen A. questioned if he was worth or even deserved the money that he had already earned. White America did not do that, sir. You did, and I promise you, no one's going to mistake you for being a white man. I'll tell you that right now. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't respect that. I can't respect it. If you're going to do something, own it. Own it. You already said you grade him differently because of the MVP. That's what you said. Oh, he got an MVP, so I can't grade him on the same scale as some of these other quarterbacks. And blah, 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 blah. But you aren't grading Patrick Mahomes hard at all. Lamar Jackson has done more with less, probably than any other quarterback we have ever seen. And now he's on his way to acquiring another MVP, while the team is looking stout enough to win or to at least challenge for a Super Bowl. All while not having his best target. All while not having two of his best running backs. All while having his O-line hurt. All while all these things, the drops. There was another 4 or 5 drops in that game. You see why it bothers me with him? And right before that says, oh, I love Lamar. I don't know why people act like I don't like Lamar. You heard it. Oh, people are telling me that you're racist. And they're making a joke of it. Yo, listen, I respect Shannon's legacy. I respect what he put into the game of football. He is one of the greatest players to have ever lived, one of the greatest players to have ever played his position. But outside of that, I just lack a certain level of respect for what he says. Not for the man himself, but for what he says. Because, man, to then come out and say that they don't want me critiquing Lamar because I'm a black man. Seriously? Matter of fact, since you said that, black hand side. Since you want to talk about black so much, double it up on the other one. Ridiculous. But this is the Wunderkind Show. You know we talk about some stuff like this when it comes up, when it dives into, and you know some because of the past. So, you know what I'm saying, of the NFL and certain narratives that were made for players of color and stuff like that, black players, you know, certain things have reared its head at different times. So it comes up sometimes. We don't try to live or dwell on it, but it does need to be talked about sometimes. And I've lost almost all respect for what he says already, but this pretty much cleared it all the way out. I do not take him seriously as an analyst anymore. I respect what he's contributed to the game of football, how hard he worked, what he sacrificed to obtain the greatness that which he exemplified every single time that he touched the field. Outside of that, no bueno. No bueno. Because every time that man talks, the inside of my soul just be like this. Oh. Man, he be lying. He be lying. But what do you think? Do you think that he should be trying to get all cozy up with the notion that the Ravens are actually a Super Bowl contender? And do you actually believe that he actually likes Lamar? Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Because at the end of the day, this is a very good topic. But let me know what you think. And as always, this is an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. Yeah, now we get down, we have fun, and we laugh. But everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You know I love the comments. And if you haven't done so already, check out the Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content, goodness way for your consumption. Give it a look, give it a try, let me know what you think. And if you would like to donate to this channel, behind under the screen is a QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. And the name of it is The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nitro, signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.